Dan plus Shay's double chair on The Voice brings new life to the show. They're leaving the fans speechless. As the first double chair in the American series of The Voice, country pop duo Dan plus Shay have brought new life to the program. While they do fill another country artist slot on the coaches panel of the reality competition series, their fresh perspective will reinvigorate the show and introduce a new set of fans to the show as the season goes on. It truly is two for the price of one. Now in its 25th triumphant season, The Voice is back with a brand new judging panel and their first double chair. Occupying those seats are Grammy winners Dan plus Shay. The chair, which is reported to weigh a whopping 900 pounds, may come equipped with a seat for each, but the duo will not be granted double the steals or double the saves. They will be serving a single act, just like their fellow coaches, Chance the Rapper, John Legend, and Reba McEntire. While this will mark the first time a duo will be part of The Voice in America, there have been other double chairs internationally, most notably for mainstream audiences with Benji and Joel Madden of Good Charlotte on The Voice Australia, and this season on The Voice UK with Tom Fletcher and Danny Jones of McFly. In season 24, Reba and John Legend did get a chance to battle each other as coaches, but this marks Chance the Rapper's first time on the panel with any of this season's cast. Even with a new dynamic, this set of 5 individuals has already created some exciting moments in the blind auditions. It's all about that block button. Dan plus Shay brings strength with knowledge on The Voice. Since finding success in the country music scene back in 2013, Dan Smyers and Shay Mooney have become one of the hottest acts to hit the airwaves. While country music fans know them well, Dan plus Shay have crossed into the world of mainstream pop music, having toured with Shawn Mendes, collaborated with Justin Bieber on the track 10,000 Hours, and Shay even had a record deal before the duo with T-Pain. The duo met in Nashville in 2012 at a house party and have since been able to celebrate with multiple Grammy Country Music Awards and Academy of Country Music Awards to their name. Having been able to perform at the legendary Grand Ole Opry, Dan plus Shay have made their mark on country music. Their expertise as a group and as songwriters will bring a fresh perspective to the American edition of The Voice. Certainly, there could have been other duos or groups that The Voice could have added to their roster. Season 25 will mark the very first time the coaching panel has featured 2 country music acts. And Dan plus Shay have already proven that they are not afraid of the Queen of Country, Reba McEntire. The battle for country dominance on The Voice started on the second night of blind auditions as the block party watched both Dan plus Shay and Reba block each other from acquiring some country hopefuls. Calling it sweet revenge, the boys seem to be unafraid of Reba and her illustrious career. The Voice double chair changes the vibe while both acts fill the country spot. Dan plus Shay actually have a bit of an edge over Reba. Reba brings her prowess as a country superstar, but she doesn't have the experience in the world of group music the way that Dan plus Shay did. While Reba did whip out her Grammy to entice, Dan plus Shay did get the chance to win over one of the groups coming in to audition. In the first episode, Dan plus Shay got the chance to coach 17-year-old twins Justin and Jeremy Garcia. While Dan plus Shay don't have a blood connection, the ability to assist the Garcia twins with harmonization as a duo will prove helpful. While the other group act, OK3, did not select Dan plus Shay for their 4-chair turn, they opted to go with John Legend thanks to his background orchestration. Though there's always an opportunity to steal them later this season. In a bold and refreshing move, NBC's The Voice introduced country pop duo Dan plus Shay as the first ever double chair coach in its latest season. This innovative twist has breathed new life into the show, reinvigorating the long-running singing competition with a dynamic blend of fresh personalities, unique musical perspectives, and a collaborative coaching style unlike anything fans have seen before. A fresh duo for a stalwart show, The Voice has been a mainstay in reality TV since its debut in 2011, consistently delivering exceptional talent, thrilling performances, and its trademark blind auditions, where coaches select contestants based solely on vocal ability. Over the years, the show has seen a rotating panel of music industry heavyweights, from Adam Levine and Christina Aguilera to Kelly Clarkson and John Legend. The addition of Dan plus Shay, however, marks a significant departure from the usual single coach dynamic, offering fans something they didn't know they needed: the combined energy of a duo who can riff off each other while working together to guide their team. Dan Smyers and Shay Mooney, who make up the Grammy-winning duo, have carved out a space in the music world by blending country with pop, creating a sound that resonates across genres. With hits like Tequila and Speechless, they've captivated millions, and their ability to create emotion-driven, chart-topping music is reflected in how they approach coaching on The Voice. Their presence brings a fresh, collaborative energy to the show, highlighting teamwork in a way no other coach pairing has done before. The double chair dynamic: at first glance, it might seem unusual to have two coaches sharing one chair. But Dan plus Shay's seamless partnership turns what could be a logistical challenge into one of the show's most charming and entertaining aspects. The pair take turns speaking during critiques, often bouncing ideas off each other or finishing each other's thoughts in a way that feels natural and unforced. Their dynamic is not only reflective of their real-life collaboration, but also offers contestants a multifaceted approach to coaching. Contestants benefit from two minds working in tandem, each bringing their individual expertise and insights to the table. Dan, with his background in music production and technical prowess, often gives contestants advice on arrangement and song structure. Shay, known for his powerful vocals and emotive delivery, tends to focus on vocal performance and emotional expression. Together, they create a well-rounded coaching team, offering a unique blend of perspectives that contestants may not get from solo coaches. The contestants on their team gain the advantage of two seasoned performers guiding them, which could provide a deeper level of mentorship compared to previous seasons. A new kind of rivalry: another fascinating element of Dan plus Shay's introduction to The Voice is how they fit into the existing competitive dynamic between the coaches. Historically, much of the entertainment value of the show has come from the playful banter and rivalries between the coaches as they try to convince contestants to join their teams. Dan plus Shay's inclusion has added a new layer to these interactions. Not only do they compete against the other coaches, but their internal teamwork also becomes part of the story. Watching how the duo navigates disagreements, whether about which contestant to pick or what advice to give, has brought a fresh, compelling edge to the show. They showcase a healthy balance of compromise and collaboration, often illustrating to the audience that even within a strong partnership, differences in opinion can be productive. This dynamic makes for great television, as it humanizes the coaching process and shows that even experienced, successful artists like Dan plus Shay don't always agree, but can still work harmoniously. Elevating the contestants: one of the most important aspects of The Voice is how well coaches can bring out the best in their contestants. Dan plus Shay's ability to connect with their team on a personal and professional level is a game changer. Their approachability, combined with their down-to-earth personalities, creates an environment where contestants feel comfortable taking risks and being vulnerable. This rapport is crucial in a high-stakes competition where vulnerability can often lead to the most authentic and memorable performances. Moreover, Dan plus Shay's ability to bridge the gap between country and pop gives their team members an edge when it comes to versatility. The duo encourages their contestants to experiment with different genres and styles, pushing them to think beyond the boundaries of their